This is Ines, and well, maybe you know my university is the National Distance Education University in Spain, and it's the largest public university in the country. And we have a distributed structure. We have the faculties in Madrid, in the center of the country, and we have more than 60 regional centers distributed all over the country, and where there are different activities taking place. One, a very relevant one that is also happening in some cities in Europe, also in London, is the development of the final exams. Most of our courses are massive, so we have final exams as a relevant part of the assessment of the students. So these exams take place in the regional centers, so the students have normally they have one close to their living places or working places. And also at the regional centers, we have a teaching support figure, which are the tutors. And so in this structure for the teaching, we have differentiated roles. So the faculty, like myself, I'm professor at the Faculty of Education. We are responsible for the course design and all the content for studying. And also we can develop, and this is not compulsory, but we can develop synchronous or asynchronous lectures or video lessons for the students. Also, we are in charge of the communication with all the students group, and we are in charge of the final assessment, both the design and the marking. And on the other hand, the tutors in the regional centers, they are responsible for a smaller group of students linked to the region, to the city or the province. And they develop live, so face-to-face, but now also hybrid tutoring sessions, one per week or one every 2 weeks. And these are elective for the students. So it's a resource they can use or not. Also, they have an online forum with their group of students, and they are responsible for supporting and marking the assignments in the continuous assessment. This assessment is also designed by the faculty, but all the support during the process is made by the tutors. But which is our concern? That especially after the pandemic, when everything went online, and bear in mind that we are in a distance education with 50 years old, so we are quite traditional in the way of delivering distance education. But everything went online in the pandemic, and after that, we have experienced a high decrease in the number of students who attend physically the regional centers, so who attend the face-to-face tutoring sessions. Also, the number of students who attend the hybrid, the online tutoring sessions with the tutors. And also we have seen a decrease in the overall participation in the online course, especially in the forum. So there are not so many questions or interactions with the faculty or with the tutors. On the other hand, there is an increase in the use of other communication means by students, but for themselves, more informal groups in Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, etc., where none the faculty or the tutors are, so they can socialize. It's a way socializing in these other communication means. And also because this lack of a formal interaction with the teaching staff, there is an increase of students who develop the assignments, the continuous assessment independently. So they don't have this tutoring or this support during the process, and they just submit it, but there was not really a follow-up of all that process. So this is a concern for us because, of course, we have designed the courses so the students can benefit from participation and engagement and from interacting with faculty and with tutors, but this is not happening so much anymore. So this year, we have set up a group in different courses and also all together, because we work quite collaboratively with other courses and other faculty at the Faculty of Education. So we have a reflective group with faculty and some tutors from these regional centers. And we are first analyzing how is participation and engagement happening. If it is really, what's really the situation with this. So we have made surveys to both the students and tutors about their respective situation in each regional center. And we will develop, this is something we haven't done yet, we will develop some discussion groups online with both students and tutors to deepen on this analysis, but also to try to find some solutions or ways of doing things. So our expectation is to redesign or rethink the courses and the type of content and assignments that we ask the students to do, and also to maybe have a clearer distribution of roles between faculty and tutors, and of course a closer, stronger coordination. And we also want to compile these good practices that some tutors can share, because we know some tutors are really good at engaging students and having them on site, and also putting the cameras on. Which is something quite common, that the students, when they are connected, they don't have the cameras, but some of them get the students to put that on. So we want to have that collection of compilation of good practices and elaborate some guidelines that could also be useful for other tutors who are not participating in the reflective group. So this is what I wanted to share with you, because probably some of you are facing some similar challenges and have found some good solutions. And do you have any advice for us to continue? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ines. We do indeed have 1 minute left. If anybody would like to answer any of Ines's questions there, I think they're probably common challenges we're facing. I was very interested in the increase of WhatsApp and Facebook and spaces outside of our digital learning environment, but I open it up to everybody online and in the room. Any final thoughts?
Hi, Ines. What is the policy about the use of social media for members of staff, including tutors and members of faculty? Is it something that is encouraged by the university or not?
So that's policy on the use of social media and the communication channels that you had on your slide.
The communication channels we have are the online course, and we have been using our own platform, and we are changing to a Moodle adapted software. So this would be the main and the official channel, the forum, and also the official student and tutor and faculty email with the name of the university in the email. And also for the live sessions, we are using Teams sometimes, but also some there is not a policy. There is a policy about the use of data and personal data. So we don't have for instance, a WhatsApp group with the students, because we would have to use our personal phone number. But I know that some tutors who have small groups of students that are regularly attending the sessions, I know they have a more personal communication, even by mobile phone or WhatsApp or something. But in general, for the faculty, because we may have courses, I have a course with 800 registered students, so I try to use the official ways. I don't know if I answer your question.
Yes, there's a thumbs up in the room from Steliana. So thank you very much indeed. That sadly brings us to the end of what's been a fascinating sharing of practice, wonderful takeaways. Thank you again to all of our presenters bearing with us. Thank you to Matt for some brilliant technical wizardry. I've definitely had the thought of that